Our next topic is number of NIDs and BIDs. Number of NIDs and valid IP address. Number of NIDs and valid IP in class A. As we know that the range of class A is 1 to 126 in first octet, and second, third and fourth octet the range of class A is 0 to 255. The mask of class A is 2550.0.0 and 255 represent or indicate network bits, and the first octet belongs to the network. 0.0.0 represent the host portion or host field, that means second octet, third octet and fourth octet belongs to the host. Only first octet belongs to the network. In step 3 we will calculate how many NIDs, how many house. Step 2 is the mask. In case of the step number 1, we are writing the range of the class A. Step number 2, we are writing the mask. 255 will represent the network bits and 0 will represent the host bits. So in step 1, 1 to 126 belongs to the network, and 0.255 in second octet, third octet and fourth octet represents to the host field or host portion. In this topic we are going to discuss how many total NIDs or houses in class A. In a specific area, how many houses you have built up, and in each house how many person is living. So NID equal to the house and IP address is equal to the number of the human, how many people is living. So one IP is equal to the one person and one NID equal to the one house in a specific area. You can understand class A means pocket A or sector A. In sector A, how many houses you have built up, and in each house how many person is living. In step number 3, number of network IDs. Number of NIDs in step number 3 will be 126. We can make only 126 network total number of total NIDs in class A 126, because if we write 1.0.0.0, it's a NID, because if all host bits are 0, 32 bits number known as NID. If I am writing 2.0.0.0, again it's a NID, next NID after the 1. 3.0.0.0, it's a next NID, and 126.0.0.0, it's the last NID in case of class A. So total NID in case of class A is 1 to 126, 126 total NIDs. In case of class A, we can make 126 total NIDs, not more than that. Or you can say 126 plots in an area. In step number 4, we will calculate how many valid IP addresses per NID. Number of valid IP per NID. Number of valid IP per NID equal to 2 to the power n minus 2, n equal to number of host bits, and 2 means one NID and one BID, because each number have one NID and one BID. NID and BID is not acceptable as a host name by the network devices. How many bits in class A belongs to host? 24. We have 24 bits of the host in case of class A. Who is telling us? The mask. 8 bit, 8 bit, 8 bit. N means number of host bits. 2 to the power 24 minus 2, what will be the answer? Step number 5. Total valid IP in class A will be 126 multiplied by 2 to the power 24 minus 2, and the output will be the total valid IP address in class A. So in case of the class A, we can make 126 NIDs only, and each NID contains 2 to the power 24 minus 2 valid IP address, and total valid IP in class A will be the multiplication of the NIDs, total NIDs and the total valid IP address. If we multiply, we will calculate the total valid IP address in class A. Any question? The first step is we are writing only the range of the class A. There is no issue in first step. Class A. Oh, there is no method you have to memorize. There is no medicine to increase the memory. No? Every doctor in the world is cheating. There is no medicine to grow the hair. Huh? I don't have the hair. There is no medicine to sharp the memory. The method is you will write again and again. Call it, recall it, either you are alone or somebody in front of you. Write it and speak it loudly. There is no method to memorize. When you will not write by your hand, you will not read out loudly, you will not memorize it. In my life, I have found only two methods. Every time if you want to learn something, read many times. You know, the children doesn't know what is writing on the book, but when you will turn on the book, they see the picture only, they will start the poem. Tinkle, tinkle, little star. Whole poem. But if you ask any letter or word, they don't know. Right or wrong? So better way is that I am giving the voice recording to you. Every time listen it. Every time, 24 hours. You will memorize it, no problem. No. Come to the class B.